What's up, VC? What's up, Vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl channel. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you had a wonderful Easter or Resurrection Sunday. However you guys want to call it, man. I hope it's been an awesome, awesome weekend for you. And I hope that all of you are safe and that all of you are healthy. So, Beth over at B-Side Records is having a contest. It's running through the 15th. I wanted to jump in on this one and support Beth's channel because Beth has always supported mine. She's always commented on my channels and watched my videos, and I appreciate Beth in the VC. And Beth recently hit like 1,000 subs. Like while I was gone, I came back and she's like blown up. So, 1,000 subs. That's awesome. So good job. Good job, Beth. Next up, 10,000 subs, right? 100,000? Who knows? You never know. Anyway, so this is her contest, and it's called Game On. If you guys don't know about Beth or the contest, link is below. Check it out. Yes, the microphone is back. I've been doing some voice work. So it's not what you think. It's not for my business. It's actually for my work. So had the microphone out. So, it's going to be out for a while. So next few videos, going to have the microphone in it. So anywho, here we go. So the rules. Well, rules. We got rules. You must be subscribed. You got to do a video to get an entry, and there's a way to earn bonus entry. And that comes with a trivia question that I'll be asking you guys later. All right? So the theme, Game On, revolves around board games. All right? We all love board games. Who doesn't love board games? All right? Yeah. Blockus, man. I love Blockus. I don't know if that's technically a board game or not. And of course, Monopoly, which we all wanted to kill my dad every time we played that game. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But my favorite board game of all time, she mentions it's one of the things. So very cool. And we'll get to that. All right, guys. So the first game we're visiting is Connect 4. All right, so we got to connect four pieces of media, 4 albums, 4 movies, 4 comics, whatever you want. 4 things that are connected. All right, so, this is a vinyl channel. I do a lot of vinyl, so that's what we're going to do. So I've got a record here I want to show you. And this is, let me see here. First one, this is an album by Dream Academy. This came out in 85, I want to say. Yeah, 1985, Dream Academy. So this is the first to be connected. Let's see if you guys can guess it. See if you guys might know it. You hardcore guys may know this. All right, so Dream Academy is connected to this album, Arcadia's So Red the Rose. How is it connected? All right, Arcadia. You guys know Arcadia, right? It's basically Duran Duran. They had some problems in the 80s and it's kind of split off, and they did this Arcadia album, So Red the Rose. Some people call it the best Duran Duran album, which is hilarious to me. Anyway, so Arcadia, So Red the Rose. All right. All right, I'm connecting these 4. So here comes the next one. Man, I hate showing this one because it's just, I'm not taking it out of this. I'm sorry. If there's glare, this thing, it smells like cancer. It's like you could like almost catch cancer just from being. This was a basement dweller. This is you guys know this album. This Pink Floyd's The Wall. I don't open this one up very often because, like I said, it's going to kill me. This would probably be like the cause of death was this Pink Floyd The Wall album because he got cancer from mold inside. I could smell this album right here. It smells like somebody's moldy basement. It's probably not a safe album to have, but it sounds okay. It's, who took care of their Pink Floyd The Wall record back, what was that, 79, 78, 80? Anyway, all right, so Pink Floyd The Wall. How is that connected to Arcadia? How is that connected to Dream Academy? Pink Floyd, you could figure this one out. Pink Floyd Animals. That's how is this connected? We know how it's connected to The Wall, but how is it connected to Arcadia, and how is it connected, all right, to the Dream Academy album? And I'll tell you, it's a guitar player, man, David Gilmour. David Gilmour played on that Arcadia album. I don't know which song, but he did play in a song. And to be honest with you, I haven't listened to that whole Arcadia album. That was like I was like $1 find. I haven't listened to it yet. I don't normally like do show albums that I haven't listened to, but I have listened to the Dream Academy album, which David Gilmour produced. It's amazing. It's a great new wave dream pop album. It's really, really good. Dream Academy self-titled album. They do that song "Life in a Northern Town." It's very ethereal. It's what would you call it? Ambient. It's dreamy. It's a great album. It really is. Dream Academy, Arcadia, Pink Floyd The Wall, Pink Floyd Animals. They're all connected through David Gilmour. So there you go. Connect 4. All right. Yeah, I know. You're like big deal. All right. The next one, Monopoly. So we talk about Monopoly. We talk about wealth. We talk about money. All right. We talk about the ends. Right. We talk about Park Place, Boardwalk, something that's worth something. So you guys sit back in your chairs when you see this album. This thing's worth a whopping $20. No, this album is not worth much. And you guys are like, okay, so what's the big deal here? All right, so this is Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magic. It's an iconic album. It is the soundtrack to a couple of the greatest years I ever had in my life. And that was when I was in high school. And around the time I met my wife, and I had this best friend in the world, and his name was Chris. And, he was my best friend in the world. He passed away 9 years ago. And almost 9 years ago. It'll be 9 years in August. We sang this entire album in the back of Shane's car, with a 12-pack of anything and Friday nights. And, I remember one specific night that we were listening to this album, and there was a field. It was the last day of school one year, and there was a field full of fireflies. And it was amazing. Like, they were all over the place. And Chris is just like, whoa, check this out. We stopped the car, and we're listening to, this Red Hot Chili Peppers record, of course, because it just stayed in Shane's car in his tape deck and just played over and over and over again. And this album is that time. It does represent that time, and the content of this album is worth more than a lot of those albums that are back there. I mean, every album is worth something, but this one is very, very special to me. And it's worth a lot because it's really part of that time. It's that album and The Cure's Wish, which I wish I could show you Wish, but I'm not spending $200 on it. So I'll just have to wait till they repress Wish. So maybe they'll do it at some point. I don't know. But anyway, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, that's worth a lot to me. All right, so the next one, let me see here. Clue. Gosh, I love Clue. The movie Clue was awesome. You guys remember that? Also, we play this a lot. We play this a lot in math class. As you guys know, you guys probably know, I work in education. We played this a lot in math class. Clue, it's a great exercise in it's fun too. It's fun, and we look for any excuse to play Clue. So anyway, what we got to share is something about a murder. And I'm showing this album not only because I love this album and I love the song, but also as a public service announcement. Public service announcement brought to you by Dan's Final Channel. If you see the Danzig 2 Lucifuge bootleg from Mars Zombie Records, don't buy it. All right? I blew $35 on this piece of junk. It sounds terrible. It's awful. And I'm not an audiophile by any stretch of the imagination. All right. Some bootlegs, I can't afford $200 to buy this album. All right. I'm not gonna spend it. Danzig wants to have some kind of issue with Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin wants to have an issue with Danzig. They're both kind of like these big personalities, and they're not re-releasing his catalog. So his OGs are very, very hard to find, and they're worth a lot. So this is Danzig 2 Lucifuge. There's a song in here. It's one of my favorite songs by Danzig, and it's called Long Way Back from Hell. And it's about if you want to take a life, if you want to cross that line, it's a long way back from hell. So it's kind of an enticing into murder, or are you ready to murder? But anyway, it's about murder. So, and it's Danzig. So yeah, Danzig been in the news. I mean, not in the news. I mean, just, it's been popping up. He's got an Danzig Sings Elvis album coming out. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. It's a bunch of like deep Elvis cuts on this record. So I'm really curious about it. And You're Always on My Mind is on there, and that's the only one that I really knew. And there's a song I think called One Night, and I think that was part of his, like, it was part of Elvis's comeback special. So anyway, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Love Danzig, man. Danzig, yeah. So Danzig 2, Lucifuge. It's a great album. A lot of murder going on in Danzig records. All right. And the last album has to do with my favorite board game of all time, and that is Battleship. I love Battleship. Battleship's my favorite, especially the electronic Battleship. I never got it when I was a kid, and I still don't have it. I always wanted that, electronic Battleship. I just thought that was like so cool. I remember that commercial. It was like, you sunk my battleship. Yeah. So anyway, so we have to share something with a ship or a boat. All right. So I always love showing this album. It's Candlemas' Nightfall. It's a 1987 or 1988 release. It was released in 1988, I believe, on Metal Blade Records in America. This is, as you can see, there's a dude on a boat and an angel there. And this is some great artwork, and this is some great doom metal. It's an epic doom, and this is a cool version. This is a European release on Axis Records. I want to say this is a Holland pressing, and it's got. I've shown this before, but it's like one of the coolest things about it is that it's got. See, gosh, man, I can't get this thing lined up. You see, it's got a Death Star on it. Anyway, I call it Death Star. Anyway, yeah. So this is the Axis Candlemas Nightfall. Great stuff, and it's got a boat on it. So I almost did the Once soundtrack. So it's got Falling Slowly on it, and the lyrics are "Take this sinking boat and point it home." Great stuff. The Once soundtrack. Just recently picked that up. I'll be probably visiting that in the future vinyl finds or vinyl editions or random rekkids or, one of these videos that I'm going to plan on doing soon. So anyway, check out Beth's contest below. Check out her contest video. Check out her channel. Her channel is awesome. She's a big game player here in the VC. And she's got great content, man. Make sure you check it out and support Beth. So go over there. Give her a sub if you're not subbed. So you guys, you got to keep digging them rekkids. All right? You got to keep digging the rekkids. But you can't go out. And you can't dig the rekkids. All right? So you got to dig your own rekkids. You got to go home and you got to look through your stuff. And as you see, I pulled out a record here. It's right here in my hands. And I'm doing this at the end of all my videos. I'm challenging you guys to listen to a record. And it's a common record that a lot of you probably have. All right? So if you don't have it, I'm sorry. But I'm going to challenge you. When's the last time you listened to No Jacket Required by Phil Collins? Phil is not happy with you. Look at him. Right? Check this album out. Man, this Take Me Home is on this. Susudio is on this. You Know and I Know. Great album. No Jacket Required. Iconic record from the 80s. All right? You got to listen to this. And it sounds amazing. This is one of those albums I just love the way it sounds. So punchy, and it's got that. It's got yeah. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Yeah, you guys know I'm gonna use a chance to. But anyway, if you haven't listened to that, if you haven't listened to this album, I forgot. If you've listened to it in like the past 2 weeks, 2 months, or something like that, then that's fine. But if it's been like 4 months since you've listened to this record, come on, guys, bust this on. Phil is not happy if you don't. All right. Anyway, you guys take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Okay. Peace to you all. You guys take care of yourselves. All right. And yeah, just try to deal with this COVID thing, man. I think it's real. I mean, I I think it's really happening. You know, it was like okay for a couple of minutes. You're like, oh, we can do this, and then I was like, man, I really missed a record store. I really do. I really miss going out and just like kind of hanging out too. So anyway, you guys take it easy. Peace out. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Stay safe. Bye. No. Wait. I forgot something. I forgot. Number 5. Question number 5. Trivial Pursuit. It's a very important one. Why is it important? Because I've got to ask a trivia question of you guys to answer. And if you guys get it right, you guys get a bonus entry into Beth's contest. Okay? So how cool is that? All right. So I'm not doing something that you could just Google. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do something that you guys can be like, oh, there's the answer. No, it's not going to be like, no. Not that easy, my friends. Not that easy. This has to do with me. So you guys have to think. All right? You guys have to think. What was the first? Okay, so the very first album I bought. Okay, so we're going to go back. It's not an album, actually. It was a 45. All right? The first 45 I bought. All right, that I went to the store and I said, Mom, can I have this? Well, actually, Mom bought it. And she said, yes. And she bought it for me. All right? It was the biggest hit by this artist, I believe. And I'm going to give you a hint. I've mentioned it a couple of times in my videos. So if you already know it, then great. Answer below. But if not, you may have to jet back into my channel, and then you might run away with a contest entry. So if you jet back in my channel, you might find who it is that I'm talking about, and then you could run away with the answer for the trivia question. You guys getting it? You guys getting it? All right. I'll give you a clue. It's a female artist. All right. So jet back into my videos and run away with the question. Okay, there you go. So what was the first 45 I ever bought? All right, who was it? And what album was it? What song was it? So, all right, guess that was going to be real easy. I've really given you the answer. So anyway, yeah, jet back and you might run away with it. All right, so talk to you guys later. Bye. I already said bye and said the whole thing in the Phil Collins and bye. See you later.